Hello, everyone, and welcome to the All Right Take 5 podcast. For this week's episode, I had the privilege to have both Louie Sublasky and Norman Najar back on the podcast to finish the story of the journey they have embarked together. If you don't know already, both Louie and Norman were formerly from the band All That Bleeds and now play in the band Mondoshawan, which is the band playing in the background right now. This is the song Shinto 1, which was just previously released. So make sure you go check that song out, that EP out. Also, if you haven't already, please go back and listen to both Norman's and Louie's episodes so you can get more of an idea of what we're talking about in this one. So we start off where we left off in the Desert Fish Gang Dag episode with Louie, where he took the challenge to join the band All That Bleeds and record a full-length album with them without knowing any of the material. We go into detail on how the album of Blood and Machine from All That Bleeds came to be, and we talk about the fall and demise of the band as well, and how Mondoshawan came to be. We go into depth of Mondoshawan's recordings, and talk about how sometimes you have to shoot a dead horse to start a new one. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, so let's kick the music and get on with the show.
Become a pro wrestler at the age of 33.
Plan B is becoming a pro wrestler?
Yeah.
What would be your pro wrestle name?
So Jim Cornette can talk shit about me. God damn, that guy sucks.
What would be your pro wrestling name, dude?
You never see, like, a guy who's like so, you know, there's a lot of not territories, but there's a lot of like independent, you know, companies and shit out there. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, if you see one guy on one company, you'll see him like on another company because that's just independent.
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
that's how they roll.
It's not like they have like
but nobody
hard
ever
contracts.
Nobody ever takes advantage of like the king of the road, you know, the road dog, the wanderer, the marauder. You see what I mean?
I was just going to go with Lucifer.
Oh, that's good too.
Straight to the point.
Hellboy.
I don't think you
There
can
it
use that. I
is.
think there's some copyrights for that one, dude. I don't know.
They'll never know.
I don't know about
They
Hellboy.
do me a favor if they sued me.
That's true.
Right?
You get
Please.
more
Publicity.
publicity.
Please sue me.
Any publicity is good publicity, right?
Please, Ron Perlman, sue me.
I don't think anyone will notice. Hellboy is
Nah.
like fucking underrated, anyways.
Well, they had a Hellboy in Japan.
Like a wrestler.
They had a guy dressed as Hellboy. After the most recent one
Yeah.
with the dude from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, with that guy.
Like-
I haven't even seen that one yet.
Yeah, I passed on it. But
The original one's dope though,
it's fucking bad, dude.
right?
Yeah.
It's fucking dude. It's
It's so good. It's fun.
It's so
It's fun.
underrated. Like they talk about superhero films. They never mention Hellboy.
Nah. Hellboy was
Which-
real good.
The first, both of them.
They
Both
were
of them
amazing.
great. What's Hellboy? What's Constantine?
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
another good one.
Yeah,
Constantine was
Constantine
fucking
was
bad.
fucking
I don't care what
great,
anybody
dude.
says.
And fuck, I had a third one, but I just fucking forgot. Oh, Blade.
Oh,
Blade?
Blade was dope.
Blade was bad.
Dude, no
well,
one talks about those fucking movies.
The first Blade movie was pretty good.
yes.
The second one, okay. But then
yeah.
Triple H?
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah.
Look, man. I said Blade.
the
Not Blade Trinity.
singular, the one.
Blade. Not
The-
Blades.
Yeah, the Blades.
Blade. I didn't say the Blades. I said Blade.
Blade. Yeah.
Yeah, and those movies never come in
No.
fucking conversation when you talk about superhero films.
Yeah.
And they should. Like, they are great.
Yeah.
Like,
they're like real. I mean, you know, Blade came out like 20 something years ago now.
yeah.
But
so would you throw The Crow in there?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. See, there you go. See, that's not one. That's one I never even fucking thought of.
Now it's cool to not like the Crow.
It's cool not to like the Crow?
Yeah, there's like this like faction of like younger people who are like, oh, the fucking Crow. Because they didn't grow up with it, you know?
You know what I realized, though? I was talking to my girl
Ask your drummer about that shit.
all of a sudden, he's your drummer.
That's your boy.
Yeah. That's your drummer.
That's your drummer. That's your boy.
Talk to your mans, no? Talk to your mans.
That line started.
Some say it's the Citizen Kane of superhero movies. Cinema. What a dork.
Oh, fuck. But I was talking to my girl about that when you said, like, now it's cool to not like the Crow.
Yeah.
I realized that when you're kids, the one thing you want to do is rebel.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
Regardless of what the fuck it is.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter what it is. You just want to do the fucking opposite.
Yeah.
Right? So we started that way where your parents were like, try to be like, wash your mouth kind of shit.
No.
You can't do that kind of shit. You got to get
a
day
day
job.
church.
Go to church. Fucking don't say bad words. And now we're like, nah, fuck that.
No.
So we say every fucking bad word we could think of the most obscene shit,
Hell
say
yeah.
the most crazy fucking jokes, just because we want to rebel. I think now the adults are doing that, continue doing that, and the kids these days are going to rebel and go, no, that's bad. You can't say those words. Those are no words. And I think it's just an act of rebellion. It's not even like maybe they do believe it. And at some point they kind of have a point.
Yeah.
But I think it's just an act of rebellion. Rebellion.
Interesting.
Right?
Good take.
Yeah.
Right? I just thought of that shit last time.
Yeah.
Wow. What the fuck?
There you go.
Exactly. Wrong button. But it won't stop.
He's rebelling.
But yeah, dude. And then, like, I'm looking at that Spawn figurine. Spawn was another fucking movie too.
Yes.
And comic. Fucking super underrated comic.
Yeah. I love that comic.
Spawn, Blade was fucking dope too. The comic book. But
that HBO cartoon.
Dude, it was fucking hard as a motherfucker.
Blew my ass away, dude.
Hard.
My mom did not know what she was doing, letting my ass stay up.
Mijo,
She let me stay up late to watch
Mijo?
HBO, dude. She was like,
What was she
a
thinking?
cartoon? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
If the parents only
Oh,
knew.
fuck. Where is my mom? Okay, cool. I'm going to keep watching.
Did you ever
cartoon titties?
Did you do the I know, right off the bat.
Right, just
right off
out
the
the
bat,
gate.
fucking cartoon tits.
Out the gate.
Right off the gate.
Episode 1.
10 seconds in.
Chi-Chis.
Did you do the thing where you have the channel set to where you're watching like whatever dirtiness you're watching?
Oh, and then you have
you have a
you have the last on like SNL.
Yes.
You go to like you're on fucking
Your previous
ABC
channel.
or some shit.
Yeah.
TV Land.
TV, yeah. I was just watching I Love Lucy.
Yeah, watching Brady Bunch. It's Nick at Night, Mom. God damn.
So you're just there waiting for shadows, you're looking in the back, and then once you hear someone come in, you're like, switch, previous.
I always remember when in that cartoon, some dude has a gun pulled on somebody, and then Spawn grabs his arm, and then he like breaks his arm, but you don't see it, but you like this, you see the silhouette
yeah.
of it, and you see his like elbow explode. And I always remember that, dude. That was fucking bad.
Dude, that cartoon.
They did great. They did a good job on that.
Well, supposedly they're gonna make the new movie, but I don't know if it's ever gonna come out. I mean,
I'll believe it when I see it.
No. I think they wanted to get Jamie Foxx though. That's not the right guy.
I don't know. You need to get a nobody.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just a plain
Just
Jane,
some random schmo.
You know, an actor.
No. Just some random fucking guy.
A guy. A guy.
Just a guy.
The 7-Eleven guy.
Yeah.
I don't even want him to know how to act. Just some random fucking
Just
dude.
a guy. But yeah, you need like a no name for that. You can't get Denzel Washington as fucking Al Simmons. Nah, dude, you can't do that. Nah.
I don't know, dude.
No, he'd be good.
I never thought of Denzel.
He would
when
be
you
better
said
than Fox.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
a million
for
times
sure.
better.
Yeah.
Million times better.
He wouldn't do it though. You kidding?
But I get going for somebody like maybe not so known, so they don't carry that baggage with them.
Yeah.
Because Denzel's gonna act the shit out of Spawn. He's gonna be like complex and which maybe
he's gonna burn himself alive to
but
get
it couldn't be
character.
like yeah.
He's gonna light himself on fire.
I'm the dude playing a dude pretending to be another dude.
It couldn't be like Kevin Hart or somebody. You just like write it off. It'd be like, no.
I'll be the shortest Spawn.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter is taller than him. And she's about to be 6.
Something about a 4'8" Spawn. Just
Nah.
just doesn't do it.
And
for
then,
me, man.
dude, you already know The Rock would fuck that up.
Oh yeah.
Like if Kevin Hart got cast as Al Simmons, you know The Rock would immediately roast his ass.
Oh yeah.
Like on
kidding
Twitter.
me? Like it wouldn't even be.
He wouldn't even be.
Yeah.
You?
Spawn?
Was I not available?
Look, I know I'm doing 20 movies in a year, but
They didn't ask me. They asked your ass.
it's like I was busy recording Rampage 3, but
Yeah.
all right. So the last time we were here, we left off. You're recording bass for All That Bleeds.
Yeah.
Learning the fucking parts as you go.
As we go. Yeah.
You drop the bass for God knows how long after.
Before that, yeah.
Before that.
Yeah.
When Garden of the Thrones is over with.
Yeah.
You start playing with All That Bleeds.
Yeah.
Norm's like, check this guy out.
Yep.
Yeah. This guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Pick you up. You go, fuck it.
Yeah.
Start learning the songs. Recording's done. You guys having a, I guess, release show or something, right?
Yeah, we had a release show the following May. But we had finished recording that in...
Well, there was that mishap.
That's why I bring it up.
Okay.
Because we recorded it all.
Yeah.
And then it got lost in the ether of Hector's computer.
Yeah.
There is... That man's got to get new computers because this is not the first time.
Really?
Cool.
Well, we were talking about we're talking about 5393's album and how he had that all mixed up and mastered in the way he liked it, and then for some fucking weird reason, all the files scattered everywhere. Couldn't find what the fuck was what. And
almost the same thing.
And then he just finds the shit, I guess the raw tracks, and just fucking goes, you know what, guys, you want to just use this or re-record everything? And I was like, fuck that. Just
use it.
Use that.
Yeah.
Something similar?
Yeah, but we ended up just going, we went back and recorded it all.
We did. We didn't exactly like take our sweet time recording it, but it was a lengthy process, of course, because Louie was, writing on the fly, writing and then tracking on the fly.
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
wild.
we took our time to some degree with it, and
because I can't even.
It vanished. Yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah.
If someone were to give me that challenge, of like, hey man, we need a guitar player. We wrote, although it would be fucking weird to have everything but guitar, but
but still,
you know what I mean?
For
the sake of the
hey, we need a guitar player.
We need a guitar player. We got bass parts and drums.
Yeah.
Everything's set, but we need you to learn these songs. Make something up for it, and then track it. It's fucking bananas.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
Yeah, most people wouldn't.
You know,
and there was no like, hey, sit down with this and come up with stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like
hey,
here's some demos.
No.
Here's the demos of the tracks. Here's some dummy tracks. No, it was just like, hey man, you want to record an album?
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of the times it was just you and Hector.
Yeah.
You couldn't turn around and say, hey Norm.
No.
What are you playing there?
God damn, so that makes it even fucking harder.
So, I mean, like,
how the hell did you do it?
I did the actual, as far as I know, I did the actual like playing on the album.
As far as I know.
But like conceptually and all of that, it was probably like, I don't know, 75% Hector going, hey, idiot, do this.
Okay.
And then it was 25% of me like, hey, what do you think of this, Hector? And then he was my
Because I was gonna
Instead
say
of me bouncing it off him,
you're bouncing off Hector.
I'm bouncing it off Hector.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you must have one hell of a fucking ear
No.
to just listen to what these guys play.
Not only
Not
that,
seeing what. Did you see him play it?
No.
not
Jesus Christ.
that kind of goes into like what we were trying to do at the time anyway. I mean, we're never gonna out heavy the heavies, out tech the tech guys. You know, it was just we were trying to do like our thing, a little bit of groove, a little bit of hardcore, you know, heavy on the riff. But with Lou's style, and obviously like we were not so smart that we knew it at that time, but he rarely, then more so now. And that goes for the same for me and Kev, the other guitar player in Mondoshawan. We don't play the same thing. It's rare in a song when we're actually all on the same note.
Yeah, no, that's what I was.
The same tempo. Yeah,
because I was listening to Mondoshawan on the way over here, and that's what I was noticing.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, holy shit, there's another guitar there, and it's unless you're really listening to it, you'll hear it.
True.
Yeah,
you know. And that's like, okay, shit.
That all came into play, and that allowed Lou to really branch out. Like those parts, you know, it's obvious, but really, like those are really his parts.
Yeah.
He didn't have me there. We probably would have asked him not to double the guitar anyway.
Yeah.
And that even has translated like into the mixing of our records because with what he does, we didn't want him even EQ'd like in that spectrum, right?
Yeah.
As a bass player, we didn't want that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want him buried with the kick, you know, and all the, you know, the lower frequencies.
Yeah, yeah.
He's doing so much stuff that, you know, there's a lot of times where now the guitars are actually playing bass lines. We're anchoring the low end and Louie's the melody on top with the tapping.
And that makes sense because since you guys are playing extended range in such a low tuning that like you see the memes where people have like a 9-string guitar and they're like, we've grown to not need bass anymore.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. It's the point where the guitar becomes a low end now and the bass becomes that high frequency of those almost leads.
True.
Yeah. Leads is a good word.
It's a lead. The guitars are actually playing the rhythms, keeping the low end, and then the bass is filling in the space.
Oh yeah, 100.
Right. So in a way, the tables kind of flip there.
Yep.
That was one of the main reasons why I wanted to do like the 6-string bass.
Right.
And
which is one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
I had a 7-string bass also, where the neck kind of got stupid and it costs too much. Well, it doesn't cost it costs too much for me to get it.
The neck's the size of a table.
Yeah,
it's hard to play.
It's wider than at its widest spot. It's wider than your like forearm. It's so big.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, like because of that, you know, not that I'm so smart, but I thought, well, if I'm not gonna be doing like regular bass stuff, we'll just instead of getting a 5 or a 4, we'll find a 6, find a 7, and do what we do, but with that,
right?
So that I can do those higher parts on the higher strings,
right?
Instead of just having to play everything, 12th fret and up.
Which is very interesting because, like you said it right now, you nailed it on the head. When you have bands with extended range guitars, 7 strings, 8 strings, even the ridiculous 9 strings, the bass player usually just plays a 5 or even a 4 string.
Yeah.
But you said nah.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something different.
Because honestly, from the top of my head thinking about it, I've never seen anyone play a fucking 7-string bass.
Oh, they're out there. There's a couple. Have you heard that band? Oh my god, Unhuman, I think they're called. I think they're from France or Canada, or the French portion of Canada,
or French Canadians.
Yeah,
Unhuman.
I think they're called Unhuman or Unhumane, and they're fucking bad. And that bass player plays fucking bad. He plays like 6 strings, 7s, 8s, fretless.
Oh, like fretless.
And that dude's a fucking wizard. He's so good.
Is it these guys?
Let me see it. Yeah.
It looks brutal just from the fucking
That's them.
cover.
And then their singer's bad too.
Like it looks like it's going to be fucking heavy. I don't know if my body is ready. That's fucking gnarly. Oh, it's disgusting, dude.
So good.
Dude, it sounds like a swarm of crickets when he just yells. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah. I don't know his name. I think he's got a bunch of dreadlocks.
Damn.
That is bad.
I'm jamming this shit later, and I'm saving this motherfucker.
And that's old. I don't know what else. I haven't been keeping up.
2013.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with them, but that's old.
Damn, dude, that's fucking heavy as shit.
Yeah, they're real good.
The French.
Those
Yeah.
French, dude.
Something about the French, man.
I think they're French.
Something about and Canadians.
Yeah.
Canadians are so good at tech death. Like it's like their main export.
Yeah.
That and maple syrup.
Maple syrup and tech.
Maple syrup tech death.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
then-
episode title.
And then hockey. And
There
then
we go.
hockey. And then hockey.
And
And then hockey.
hacky.
Hacky. Maple syrup, tech death, hockey. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
But yeah, so like that. I wanted to not that we're that type of band
Right.
or we play anything like that, but how, the bass player was doing something different.
Right.
And he had an extended range bass. So using that same logic, I guess, I wanted to do something different. So that's when I went with bigger basses.
Right. Like I
instead
said,
of-
yeah, that's pushing the envelope, man. And that's what this kind of music's always been about.
And then the
It's
other end of
pushing that
it
fucking envelope.
was the tuning.
Mm.
I wasn't gonna find like a 4-string set that would let me tune to drop A,
Jesus Christ.
or a bass that would take like a run of the mill, go to Guitar Center and go that one.
Right.
Like that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. Of course.
So I thought I need to get something with more strings so that I could tune it lower than what they're tuning, because bass, and it kind of worked.
Yeah. I mean, it was our first stab at it.
I had to
So-
alter it,
Yes.
so instead of dropping what you drop, I just drop one less.
Mm-hmm.
so not
think-
double, just single
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Interesting.
yeah,
But that's still the idea of recording something without knowing it is absolutely wild.
yeah.
I had to, my drummer Max, he plays bass for a band called Akira. Shout out to the people. Shout out to the guys at Akira. They were playing a show, and I said, I've known the guys because since my cousin, I love that guy. So I'm a fan of the band. They have the show set up. Turns out he didn't get the day off, so he asked me, hey man, can you fill in for bass for me? And I'm like, I'm not a fucking bass player. I've never played bass for anyone in my fucking life. But why would I turn that down?
Of course.
Right.
Right? I'm like, fuck it, why not? It's gonna be, where was that? It was at the Love Buzz. So I'm like, fuck it, it's not like it's a huge fucking show. It's not like they're opening for anybody. It's not like I'm gonna cost them anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I fuck up, I'll just turn the volume down, pretend I know what I'm playing.
Right.
No one's gonna
Write it
know the
out.
fucking difference.
Find the root.
Find the root.
Write it
and
out.
we'll just ride this motherfucker down. And this was like 3 days before the show
Ooh.
was gonna happen. So I had 3 days to learn, what was it, 5 to 6 songs? Fucking only practice with the guys once, and that was the day of the show, before the show. I had a fucking blast. It was so much fucking fun. But at least I had fucking songs to hear,
Yeah.
and
And the writers. to
the
bounce it
writer's
off.
there.
Yeah.
He's showing me what he plays. I dumb it down just because I'm like, I'm not going to remember all this shit.
Yeah.
And that was hard.
Yeah.
it's fucking insane what you did, man.
Yeah. Not by design. It was more of a time issue, is how I understood it.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get this fucking thing out now. Go do it now. That's how you talk to me.
No. You're a big dude.
Listen, you big hairy fuck. I brought you in, and I can take you out.
Listen here, you big hairy fuck.
So go to his fucking apartment and record it. Hurry up. I'll see you Tuesday. Bye.
No. I mean, you know, looking back, I mean, I guess any way you try to spin it, it's going to make it look like we were geniuses, but, you know, that's who we wanted. Again, we talked about that, you know.
Yeah.
There was no audition. It was like, hey, come down. All we need to do is be able to have a beer together, make sure that we can jive as people.
Get along. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the most important parts.
That's literally the hardest thing.
Because how many times have you seen bands where they're all incredible musicians and they fall apart just because they can't?
Or, you know, they hate each other.
Yeah, or they fucking can't stand each other.
Because, like, the music or the money.
Yeah, but then it sucks because you get bands that they fucking hate each other and they like try to ride it out as long as they can. Yeah. The fans love them to death, and then all of a sudden they implode on each other, and they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
True.
Cough, cough, Fear Factory.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Relevant.
Exactly. You know, and we play those shows like at, you know, when we were playing at Tricky and whatnot, and you see those bands, you know, and you idolize them, and you're just like happy to be there. Like, wow, we're gonna be on the same stage. We got no business being up there, but we're gonna share the stage. You know, and they're out in the back, you know, lingering around, and you can tell these guys, some of them are just avoiding the other guy, or you actually walk in on a conversation and they're slamming, you know, their singer or the guitar player, whatever.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, I don't know, it's like that.
Yeah, you could cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah.
We're just like, why do you?
And they get up there, and you would have
never
known.
Yeah.
You would have never known they had any kind of animosity. But out back, you know, and that comes with all the touring. You know, you're sick of each other. You're hungry. You're tired. You're stinky. You know, just But
you're in a small, confined, rolling portal potty.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's already
for days on end.
It's already a tough situation to be in it with people you don't even like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
and then you
unbearable.
Compound that with the rigors of being on the road and
eating once a day
and having to do things with these people that you don't respect and you don't like.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like,
but yeah,
it's crazy.
Once we met Louie, talked to him, sat down with him, like, man, we're like, you know, this is
the guy.
Yeah, it's
this
perfect. If I wasn't in a band with that guy, I'd be hanging out at his house on Sunday watching a game.
See, that's
really
that's an important part where you're like, they're not just bandmates.
You gotta be friends.
They're friends.
You gotta be friends.
Like even if the band didn't exist, y'all can still just chill.
Oh yeah.
Y'all can still just fuck with each other.
Yeah.
And that's what's the important part.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, I've been in that situation, and it's not fun. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, we knew he could do it. You know, he exceeded all the expectations. He went in there. It was you know, we're showing up to Hector's apartment, you know, bless his heart, you know, at 7:00 at night, and we're in his space, you know, for a couple hours a day. So it's uncomfortable for him to some degree, I'm sure. And then you got Louie, who was driving like an hour.
Yeah, I lived in Fabens at the time.
That's crazy, man.
And I worked at I still work at Guitar Center, but I worked at Guitar Center, and then Hector at the time lived across the freeway. So then I'd get out of work, go to Hector's,
finish what you were doing, and drive all the way to fucking
drive to almost the end of the county, just to do it all again.
You're absolutely fucking crazy, dude.
The next day. Well, that's why I moved here.
Yeah, but if you were to put it in perspective, is you were like, fuck this, I ain't playing no more.
Yeah.
Some random fucking dudes that you don't really know.
Yeah.
Ask you to play bass.
Who just so happened to know my cousin.
They just know your cousin. Your cousin's like, hey, stop being a dick.
Yeah.
Talk to these guys.
Yeah.
You finally talk to these guys, and it's not only, hey, can you play bass for us? It's, hey, can you record an album with us that you never heard of? and you don't know us,
and we're not gonna pay you,
and we're not gonna pay you.
We're not getting paid either.
We're not getting paid.
Shut the fuck.
We're not even gonna show you how
Checks
to play
in the
these
mail
fucking
list.
stuff.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Checking the mail. Those royalties are coming.
Oh
baby.
yeah.
They're coming, baby
I
boy.
think
Just
it's
wait.
in the envelope with my Biden bucks.
And to go out of your way
Yeah.
to do all that, there must have been something there. There must have been something. You don't do that just for the fuck of it.
Right. I guess there was still a part of me that like wanted to do it, and it kind of like fell in my lap. You know, I wasn't trying.
Yeah, you weren't looking for
I wasn't
it.
looking. I was trying to get away from it.
See, but that's
And then I got lucky.
that's the beautiful part about it, is that you weren't looking for it. If anything, you probably just gave up on it.
Yeah.
An opportunity presented itself.
Yeah.
And as easily as you could have said, fuck no.
I don't want to do this.
I'm not going to do that. I'm done.
Yeah.
You said yes for some fucking weird reason.
Yeah.
And that yes took you to
Norman's
a
garage.
crazy fucking Norman's garage where you're still waiting for that royalty
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it took you on a completely different journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And that journey itself
changed
led
my
you
life.
to another fucking
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah.
And if you would have gone back and said no,
Who knows?
who knows?
Yeah. What if?
What would have fucking happened?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
I would have never seen a 7-string bass before.
No. I wouldn't have done anything like in music.
It's wild, man. It's crazy to think that.
That was
It's
that was the
crazy.
dream, you know,
Yeah,
playing
of
in a
course.
band. And then I did it and it stopped. So I was like, okay, well,
I guess it's over.
time to be a regular fucking guy.
Fucking just to be a regular fucking jerk off.
Yeah. And then again, like it just fell out of the fucking sky, you know. Even when they tried to get me in and I still said no,
It still happened.
it still fucking happened. Like I still showed up
Yeah, man.
after the fact.
That's what I was thinking the whole time since the last time we recorded the podcast. I'm like, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild that this whole thing happened just like that.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible, man. It's crazy how the world fucking
Pretty
works.
weird. Yeah.
And that's a fucking awesome story.
Yeah.
So this was the a Blood and Machine album, right?
Yeah.
The one you guys recorded.
Yeah.
How long did it take you guys to record it?
Both times?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, both times.
Yeah, the first time was maybe
It was the winter.
6 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like accumulatively, it was like that, like 4 to 6 weeks.
Mhm.
But it was from November to like January.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That might be ballpark, you know, time. And
What-
then we lost it all. And then like February to like the end of March, I thought,
Yeah, and
was when we redid
was like-
it.
yeah, we're always on that limited schedule. Of course, again, it's like literally in Hector's like living room, so we weren't hitting it every day.
And then everybody had a job, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 days, 3 days out of the week. I want to say we didn't redo drums. He was able to, or
Yeah.
he had those on a separate file.
Yeah. It was guitars, it was vocals, and then the bass.
The bass.
if I remember correctly.
So where we had multiple weeks of 2 a week, twice a week, excuse me. The second time we recorded, it was go.
Fast.
A song and a half a day, 2 songs a day. Yeah,
'Cause
so
everything was
Dale,
already.
dale,
Yeah.
dale, dale, tócale, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it.
and I know like when we thought about it and we had, I guess, compared and contrasted the first version, which we had to go on memory by, versus the second version. The second version had a lot more urgency.
Of course.
You know, it wasn't as sterile. So we were, I guess in a roundabout, we were happy.
Did you
Yeah.
guys change anything?
I don't recall.
I don't think we
so.
did, because I don't remember having to like go back and learn something new.
True.
Because if that was me, I would do two things. One, change fucking nothing. We're playing the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
We're going to do it as fast as fucking possible because this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And or,
Yeah.
you know what? We could change this part. You know what? I don't like this part anymore.
Move this
We can
around.
move this
No,
around
I don't.
instead.
I don't think there was any of that.
No, probably would have been the first one more than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can. Blood and Machine.
Haven't heard it.
How long has it been?
Haven't heard it since the last time we played it. Haven't heard it since the last time. If you asked me to play it now,
No idea, right?
no idea.
Yeah, you guys had that fucking groove, man.
Yeah.
There's that groove.
Oh yeah.
That fucking power. It was, like you said, you weren't the fastest, you weren't the most technical, but you guys did what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And no one else did it.
Yeah.
Which I always respected. Because like I said, like I was telling you, Norm, from the first time I saw you guys, I saw the evolution of it. Because
Cool.
it wasn't the same band. You know?
Oh yeah. And again, I attribute a lot of that to getting exactly what we wanted. We wanted Louie. We got him. Same thing. You're in the band. You write your own stuff. We're not gonna. We'll share keys and ideas and whatnot, concepts, but like his ideas have to be 100%
His.
Yeah, and that went for every member of the band. Again, the exchanging of ideas. That's when Louie, even way back then, started to branch out and had a lot of lyrics that he would contribute to Chafino's, I guess, concept or concept for each song. Louie would like contribute that, and that was another weird thing too, because I'm gonna say that I don't think we actually ever saw like the actual lyrics that Chafino was singing. He had them, but he rarely shared them. So when Louie was writing concept, it was from Louie's perspective of what the song was to him, and I want to say that they,
we got the gist of it.
Yeah.
And
You were able to mesh
Combine-
the
yeah,
ideas together
yeah.
to make sense.
yeah. But again, like even then, he wrote
Most of it.
all of it, most
Right.
of it. And if there was like backup parts that we didn't want to double vocals or anything, I would write stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he did like a majority of the lyrics, of the song titles, of all that.
So when you learned to record this whole album, you still had to learn old stuff?
No.
Now you guys stuck to what's on the album. That's what you
Yeah.
guys are playing live.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Now you used to do backup vocals for Garden of Thorns.
Yeah.
When you came out with All That Bleeds, was that something you're like, hey man, it'd be cool if we do this.
It was
I can do backup for this part.
it was eventual. It wasn't like immediate, like having a backup. I think when we started doing the material for the EP that came out after that,
Mm-hmm.
that's when we got a little bit more heavy on the backup vocals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your vocals were pretty unique. Like yours are, it's like guitar tones, almost vocals.
Yeah.
Like you can tell who's who sometimes just by listening to it.
Just hearing it.
Just hearing it. I mean, there's people out there where they try to mimic a certain vocal style or the way it sounds. Very few people actually find their own voice. But you did that. You found your own voice.
I guess. I never tried to find it. It was just
Happened.
That's what it was when I did it. So that's what came out. And you good? You're right.
Yeah.
For those of you at home, Andy just passed out, so we're picking him up.
I'm back. Oh, shit. Too much goddamn diabetes.
But yeah, like you're right. Like I don't try to sound like somebody. At least I think I don't try to sound like somebody.
Right.
I'm sure there's some sort of subconscious thing where
of course, like
where there's something that sticks out to me.
You listen to music and subconsciously you're always gonna mimic it.
I always feel like not to sound like I'm fucking amazing at singing or anything, but I always felt like my regular singing voice is very mastodon-y.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Of course.
True.
Sanders-y.
100%.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's me giving myself too much credit.
No. I was gonna mention that too, because that's exactly what I hear. So when you guys are doing all that, and then the whole All That Bleeds goes, you guys mesh real well together as people. All That Bleeds is done.
Wow, you fast forwarded a lot.
Well, I mean, where do we go in the middle? Well, one thing I was going to ask, too. So, we go from a Blood Machine to the EP. You guys mentioned there was a unreleased.
There was a tour between that. There was a little tour.
Yes. There was a lot, yeah.
Where it was all of us in Sal's Durango.
Yeah.
And then...
Fucking Durango tour?
And then there was like 1 or 2 tours after the EP.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always made it a point, even initially too, with Mondoshawan before the big, before the Rona hit. And that's what it's about, is to get out,
Of course.
I've seen amazing bands in other cities, and you're talking to a few people after shows and you find out, oh yeah, they're brand new, or they're not even the big dog here, and it's like, what?
Who is, right?
Yeah. So I mean, that's always been a goal for us.
I find it weird also how it's not weird, but it's very interesting and unique to see is when you go to different towns, cities, whatever. It's not a theme, but the music's different. The sound's different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The influences are different.
Yes.
And you hear that in the bands. And it's crazy to see how just a couple miles away, what the main band that everyone listens to here, it's not over there. It's something completely different.
Very true.
Or maybe one place is more death metal oriented and the other one's more progressively orientated, or one's way more hardcore orientated.
Indeed.
And it's crazy how that changes from just regions.
Yeah.
And it's literally just miles away.
There's
you could
places
be in the same state.
Yeah. Well, and that's, we were like always heavy on Texas, not knowing the endless miles and hours of nothing between
Texas
cities in
sucks.
Texas.
Yeah, you don't know until you do it. You
But,
don't know until you do it.
You pull into those one road dirt towns where there's like one bar, and you're expecting nothing, and only to realize because there's one bar, everybody and their mama comes out.
Damn.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, it's an amazing show. So, but yeah, we hit the road many times, which prompted us to buy the van, which Louie arranged through Guitar Center.
Yeah, I worked with this guy. His name is Ben Hodge.
Shut up, Ben Hodge.
He's a pastor, I think, or minister. Not at like a fucking ordained like.
Yeah.
But he's a step below.
He's not a man of God, but
he's not a wizard.
A compa of God.
There you go. He's a compa.
Wizard.
Babe, I just want to hang out with my fucking compas. But they had like a fleet of vans.
Okay.
And they were switching over to like those like streamliner style, like the newer looking vans, that aren't so like 70s shaggin' wagon looking. That's what we got now. And I forget how it came up, or maybe he just like,
I think
he worked at Guitar Center with me.
Oh,
he was selling it out of a necessity. He was having a fun that.
Yeah, so he was flipping them to buy the new vans.
The new ones.
And I guess he was asking around at, Guitar Center.
It's like, hey, man, you want a van?
Hey, anybody need a fucking van? I was like, bro, yeah, I need a fucking van. and we bought this old like church van from him for a pretty good deal. I think he was real nice to us about it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, we did. We got a good deal.
Yeah.
And but it's because that was the intent, was to go out. And at that time, that's when we were parting ways with our original drummer, Sal.
Mhm.
So there went the vehicle to tour in.
The Durango.
There goes
Yeah.
the Durango.
So
Thank God.
yeah, so yeah, you know, it was the next step, you know, and that's what we wanted to do. That's what we were kind of in that Iron Maiden mentality, right?
Yeah.
Record,
Go.
release,
Go.
tour,
Yeah.
you know,
Record,
etc.
release, tour, repeat.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been in a van ever since.
Because you guys were doing it for a while.
Yeah.
We'll fucking roll up to like local shows.
Yeah.
in
Oh
the-
yeah, right.
With the trailer.
With the full arsenal.
Like we're a bunch of fucking chingones.
Oh, I
And
remember.
then we're not.
But it's just that's what we're used to. Like we've never been that band, never, that would I'll meet you at the bar, and you're in your car
Yeah,
with your
no.
gear, and I got my cab and head. You know, we would just always.
Yeah, everyone just gets together, put in the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's cool,
Yeah.
man, because you guys showed a sense of professionalism.
Cool,
At that,
thank you.
which is really cool to see, inspiring to see, because and it's different, and that's what people need to see. You guys showed a higher standard, and that was like I said, for me, very important to see. Where like, yo, man, we gotta step our shit up,
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
you know, because it's like,
I appreciate that.
no, it's I'm being completely sincere. It's completely honest. You guys show a sense of professionalism where you have schmucks like me asking ourselves, what the fuck are we doing? When these guys are showing up the way they're showing up, playing the way they play, recording the way they record, we're just fucking playing games here then. You know? You guys are setting the bar, you guys are setting the standard, and continuously doing it, because now you guys are to the state where this is the standard. Anything below that is we're our dicks in our hands.
Yeah.
We're not doing that, you know. And it was cool to see what was you guys, what was Triumph.
Oh man.
Triumph did the same thing,
Yeah.
you know. And Triumph showed it with the live show too, when these guys would go fucking ape shit.
Yeah.
And those guys were super influential on us. Also, I mean, you know, a lot of what we did, what we became, what we learned, eventually what we taught other people, a lot of it came with them. They took us under their wing to some degree and schooled us, you know?
No, it's because, again, those guys set a level of professionalism. And not only that, showed a sense of self-belief.
Oh, yeah.
They believed in themselves more than fucking anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were willing to gamble on themselves and lay it on the line.
Yeah.
And that was impressive.
All true, man.
Yeah, they didn't care what we sounded like. They just wanted to make sure that we were for real and that we weren't dickheads.
Right.
And we did at least 2 tours with them.
Yeah, and countless shows here. I mean,
and then 100 shows.
They
in
had
El
met so many
Paso.
people. So when some of the, you know, like the lower level bands, not in popularity or talent, just they hadn't gotten that major contract, but they were super sick. We were just talking about Silence the Messenger. Anytime those bands came through, they asked for Triumph to open. And usually, you know, at least the way I remember it, the first thing Triumph would do was, you got to get our boys on.
See, that's the cool part about it too, is they were still willing to lend the hand, and if they got an opportunity, they gave opportunity.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Shout out to JL.
Yeah,
shout out, dude. That man's a legend.
Yeah, he's just a good person, man. He's just
JL.
Huh?
Have you done this with JL?
I need to,
dude.
That's
yo, JL, if you're listening to this, man, let's do it.
That's the one, dude.
I know he is one. He's one of my white whales where I need to have him.
Yeah, that's the Moby Dick, dude.
That's me. He's my white whale. I have to get him.
Yeah,
like it's
great person. That dude's just
for
hilarious.
real,
and
he's
he's
so
just
much respect for him.
Super talented.
Oh, super talented, funny as fuck.
That's it. He's
the funniest fucking dude, man.
Hands down, still to this day, best drummer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Live.
Yes.
His writing techniques are fucking insane. He's able to take an easy riff and make it into something spectacular.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's one of those musicians that like he's just like always on a different.
He's on the next level.
He just thinks different.
Mhm.
You know?
Yes, exactly.
He
He
just
thinks
thinks
different. He's one of these people where I listen to what he does and I'm like, I would have never gone to that level.
Yeah.
I would have never thought of that. I don't even know how someone would conceptualize
Yeah.
what's that going on, but I feel like again,
Well,
he's,
and then physically do
oh
it.
my God.
You know.
Like, it's insane to see
Yeah.
him actually play what he plays.
Oh, he's a great dude. He's just
Yeah.
all
Great
around
guy.
great dude. So yeah,
Great
he
guy.
was
Fantastic guy.
All those guys.
he was a mentor.
Always
to
have been
us.
so cool.
And we would come back and we would write, and we would just find ourselves being, influenced from either what we saw, what we heard. We were never that type of band that would like, oh, this works. The crowd likes when we do this or whatever. But you just feel that feedback
Right.
that
of
other
course.
cities are willing to give you. And, we love being here at home and stuff. But there's always some sort of not wanting to, I guess, show your enthusiasm at some
Well,
shows.
that's the thing that drives me fucking nuts. It drives me fucking crazy.
Right.
And again, I told you guys, like, we weren't even recording. One of the main reasons I started this podcast was to talk to the musicians, make everyone realize, yo, we're all pretty much the same.
Oh, yeah.
We're not really
No
that
doubt.
much different. Like, there's beef out there for some reason where people don't even know why there's beef. This ain't Wendy's. We don't need no more fucking beef.
No.
We need to fucking build each other up.
Yeah.
And instead of, like I said, there's fucking haters out there. There really is. And like I said, when you guys show up, when it was All That Bleeds or was Mondoshawan, when you guys show up with your van, with the trailer, everyone's together, and it's a local show. I see that and I go, holy shit, these guys are on a new level. I have to get to that level. Their professionalism is insane. I respect it. I admire it, and that's what I want to do. Other people will be fucking haters and look at you guys and go, who the fuck do these guys think they are?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately. And instead of going, fuck, we need to get to that level, they want to forcefully bring you down to their level, which sucks. Like, that shouldn't be it. If a band's having success, you should be happy for that band, wish them more success.
Yeah.
So when they get up there, they'll lend a hand because they'll go, yo, the city had our back. We have our back to this. They have our back now too.
Right.
Instead of they never had our backs, we're going to show them our back now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Triumph did that.
Yeah.
Triumph lent the hand. They gave the opportunity to people. You guys did that.
Yeah.
You gave us a lot of opportunities to open shows, I remember. I'm always fucking extremely grateful for that. There's, like you said, there's shows where I don't know why the fuck we were on, but we
Yeah.
made sure we made everything out of that opportunity,
Yeah.
whether it be huge bands that we looked up to. There we'd go, fuck, you know what, maybe we're not the best band, maybe there's better bands out there, but we're not going to waste this opportunity. We're going to
Sure.
make sure we leave a fucking print,
Yeah.
and we're going to make sure people realize these guys were here for a fucking reason,
Yeah.
And whether that be you guys go fucking bananas, you outshine the other fucking bands, or you just show a professionalism that no other band showed.
Yeah.
You have to get those opportunities and fucking make the most of it.
Sure.
You can't be a dickhead and go, oh, I deserve this opportunity. I got this because I'm fucking awesome. Because then no one's going to want to give you shit.
No. Yeah.
And that goes whether you're a musician or not a musician. That's a lesson in life right there.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
be
be
cool.
Yep.
But you guys did that. You guys showed a level of professionalism. And like I said, some people are going to be fucking haters. Some people are going to want to bring you down to their level. But everyone should look at bands like you guys and go, all right, we need to step our shit up. Because that's what I do. I see you guys, I'm like, holy shit, okay. It's time to put our shit up. Like even with Mondoshawan, you guys record your own shit by yourselves.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's super fucking inspiring. And the sound quality of it is, you could play it on whatever iTunes, Spotify, and then a random ass song comes back, it still sounds like it's up to par to that quality of recording.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, because we, bless Kevin's heart. He's the one.
Shout out to Kevin,
yeah,
man, mayor of Chugmeisters, man.
He's the one that's really, super on that, and he actually knows what he's doing, knows how to get results. Javi was able to also put
really
the
help
sheen
us
on
out.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So, it's been it'll get better. We're still learning.
Yeah, but it could only get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's always the goal, man. Is just to do better, be better.
The crazy part, if it's this right now, that's what I was telling you. I'm just excited to see what comes up next.
Cool. Yeah. So are we.
Yeah.
You
Me
know?
too. See what happens.
Yeah.
So we jump forward again.
Yeah.
You guys release album, tour, EP, tour,
Yeah.
album, tour. There's still an unreleased All That Bleeds record out there.
Yes. Somewhere. I don't have
Somewhere.
it. I think you have it.
I might.
Yeah.
On my
Is it
phone.
finished?
It's not mastered.
No.
It's not mixer mastered. It's our most. We were talking about how Triumph influenced us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's our most Triumph-like.
Triumphant?
Sure. It would have been our most Triumph
Shipwrecky?
sounding release.
Okay.
Real. It's hardcore. It was fucking.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was real aggressive, real raw.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Short, super short songs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think there was 9,
Yeah.
That's a full
And
fucking album.
and it was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's super hardcore.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Like
as
I don't
fuck.
think there was anything that was over like 4 minutes.
That's like old school hardcore shit.
But yeah, never released it.
No.
And no
We
one
had-
will ever hear it.
We had the album design. Everything was done.
Yeah.
We just,
Never
stuff
released
happens.
Stuff happens.
Stuff happens.
And never released.
Never released.
It's gonna stay in the grave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that shit ain't never gonna.
Damn.
I'll look right now when we're done
Ooh,
to see if I can find it for you.
I get to hear it. You guys don't.
But we did that here too, didn't we?
Yes.
Corey
Yes.
Godlewski, who also
Was in
used
Triumph.
to be in Triumph.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Now he has like a gator farm or something in Florida.
Oh, this yes. He lives like in the Everglades or something now. He's like living off the land. He's a good dude, man.
He's a cool guy.
That's
Damn,
another
that's
good
fucking
dude.
hard as shit.
He was in Hoser's band.
Yes.
Takanakui.
Yes.
He was in Takanakui.
Talking to Cooey. I don't think I know that band.
You know Jose Macias?
Yeah.
He has a band, Takanakui,
Oh yeah.
and that guy, Corey, played guitar in that band.
I was just talking to Jose. I was trying to get him on the pod too.
Oh, that's another guy.
That's another
dude.
good
That's
dude.
another
Yeah.
That's another
No,
guy.
we're trying to.
He's a good bass player.
Jose, if you're listening to this, we got to do this, man.
He's a real good.
We're
bass
just not. We're
player.
not aligning schedules right now, but it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's on the. It's in the works.
That guy's fucking bad.
So that's gonna be in the future. Jose Macias is gonna be on the podcast. We already said yes. We just gotta find the fucking date
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because it's just.
So many good people.
He's always cool.
No, he's great. He's been
Yeah.
in so many fucking great bands.
Yeah.
And the diversity of it is
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's making it more impressive. The diversity of the fucking things is so fucking cool. And it's everything that's like I like.
Yeah.
You know? And that's even cool. Like it's even more badass. That's what hopefully one of these days I'll be able to do is just branch out to something different. We'll see. But fucking metals,
Oh yeah.
that's my shit. I
Yeah.
mean, how can I not?
That's a big well.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing. Fucking death metal. That's my jam.
That's where it's at.
That's what we got to do. And it just comes naturally,
There you go.
you know? Everything else you have to think too hard.
Yeah.
And I don't like thinking.
I don't like thinking.
That shit hurts.
My head hurts.
So we fast forward to All That Bleeds is done. Who decides, okay, I got to continue on?
That is a very funny story. You want to go or you want me to go?
You speak better English.
Right. So we hit a wall, and to put it bluntly, like basically we're not happy with the band, the direction of the band, the relationships within the band.
We're all growing apart.
Yeah, it's stifled.
Okay.
And I'll share a little bit. I mean, it's to the point like we talked about earlier, where we would be driving to a show, whether it was local or out on the road, and there was little to no conversation.
So everyone's driving like the mad parent. Just
We get there, you know, we do our business, like you had pointed out.
Now,
you know,
now we're that band.
no. Okay, so you guys become that.
yes.
Now we're that band
You know.
where, you know, I'm not talking to him, or he's not talking to our singer, or my singer's not talking to my drummer, or my drummer's not talking. We're all kind of.
We're just there for the ride, and then
Yeah.
once we get there,
We're already fucking here doing it. I mean,
we can't stop.
just fucking.
Just
we
gotta-
got asked to do it.
We gotta finish what we started.
Yeah. You know, and we'd get there, and we were, you know, methodical. We load in, you know, we set up, park the van. You know, everything's being taken care of. There's no. It's not affecting our performance,
Right.
which is what I was about to say. Once we're up on stage, we were
could go.
laughing, we were smiling, we
once
we enjoyed
We could do it.
each other,
We could go.
and it was kind of like a false hope. You know, we would drive
Right.
home and we'd be chatting and laughing, and maybe, you know, we usually like split a beer or two when we got home, finished unloading, and the next day or the next rehearsal, those problems would fester.
For sure.
And
Yeah. Of course.
just rise to the top.
They're always. I could relate to that 100%. They're just there.
Yeah.
They
We're
don't
not
go
fixing.
anywhere.
We're not fixing
They're not
anything.
fixing anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you're on stage, you're playing that music.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing you all can agree on.
Yeah.
Is that feeling of being on stage? There's nothing like it.
That's true.
That the music you're making, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
At that one point, for those 2, 3, 4 minutes, you're not Louie. You're not Norm. You're all one piece.
Yeah.
You're all
Yeah.
one fucking band.
There you go.
We were the machine. That's what
You're
we-
the machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Voltron.
yeah.
You know.
So, you know, it's a few months of that. It's more stifling. We're looking to expand. We're trying to do what we're doing now. Back then, and we're not getting. There's no collaboration. There's no teamwork going on. So things come to a head. A show that we were somewhat looking forward to
Yeah.
gets canceled
Mm.
by a band member's decision, and Louie just says, "I'm done."
Like here in this room.
Yeah,
Just right there on the
Yeah,
spot.
you know what? Fuck it.
That
I'm
was
done.
the last
It
fucking
was-
straw.
it was just
Yeah.
him and I.
And I told him like, "Yay, I'm fucking done. I'll be by like whenever to get my stuff." And then I drove back to Fabian's.
Yeah.
All fucking butt hurt.
I'm butthurt.
So, you know,
that's a long drive.
Yeah.
Butthurt. That's a long
Yeah.
butthurt
that's a
drive.
lot of butter. That's a lot of hurt.
It's a lot of hurt.
Louie comes back, and Louie's known for that. Like, Louie doesn't often shoot from the hip. You're gonna get he likes to mull it over, contemplate, and give a very adult, educated response. Sometimes it's a day later, a week, whatever. But that's how I know Louie. So Louie comes back and says, "Okay, I'm quitting. I'm announcing I'm quitting, and we're gonna start another band.
All right.
Are you down?" And I said, "Yeah, I want to keep doing this." And he says, "Okay, like I might be embellishing a little bit, but he had the plan. I don't know how he relayed it to me, but he's like, I pretty much already know what, where, how, what, you know, etc."
who.
Okay.
The
The Who.
And
You already had the Who in mind.
as
Yeah.
he's talking to me, he's literally posting it. "I just quit. All that bleeds
Just to let everybody know, quit all that bleeds.
is dead."
Da 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 da. See what happens. It was something like that.
Yeah.
That I posted.
Yeah, I remember it. So, but I assume this is an idea that was lingering in your mind for a while.
Yeah, because it was shit, dude.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was just the spur of the moment.
No,
there was just one fucking thing that I think it was a accumulation of things.
Exactly.
And you were thinking about it for some time.
It was shit, dude. Like we weren't doing anything. We were practicing the same songs over and over.
Yeah. Shit got stale.
We weren't doing it. We would do shows, and that was kind of like it. And then we were all just mad at each other.
Yeah, no, that's just shitty. Like that's just.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say it was, so and so's fault or.
No, of course not.
It was. I'm sure it was all of us, but
like I said, I wouldn't want to use this podcast or platform to talk bad about
not
anybody.
At all.
And it's not even.
Of course not.
Like
this is something that
not at all.
It naturally happens. Everyone's been there.
Sure.
Yeah,
and
again, this is something most musicians can relate to.
Sure.
We've all been there. We've all been in more than one fucking band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we both still talk to Johnny Mo.
Yeah.
Shout out Johnny Mo.
Yeah, he's sick drummer. I'm not singling him out. I'm just saying like there's still some.
Of course,
some
Chuffino
communication.
will pop into the store every now and then.
Nice.
And it's cool. Like we're not.
Yeah, so there's no bad blood. There's
no.
when you break up,
yeah,
but you're still cool.
But you're still cool.
Like I don't hate them.
You still wish that person happiness.
Collectively,
and whatever
like the four of us,
it just wasn't working.
We just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
it wasn't gonna work anymore.
Yeah,
so
it's literally a divorce.
So I told, like he just said, like, hey dude, I'm fucking done. I'm out. And then I thought about it, and then I thought about what had happened with Garden of Thorns, and I didn't want to do that again. I didn't want to not control my narrative.
That makes sense.
I wanted to control it. So
that's okay, continue.
So when I came back to get my shit, that's when I talked to him about, hey, let's just wipe it away. Let's just shoot this fucking horse and start a new horse.
That is the best comment.
Yeah. Let's just throw it all away. Fucking get it and throw it in the trash and just start over. You like that?
That was awesome.
Start a new horse.
I was about to say shoot this horse. I'm like, I've never heard that. And then you fucking up that
shoot
motherfucker.
A dead horse. Or wait, no, you shoot a wounded horse. That's the one.
Shoot a dead horse.
Shoot the fucking dead horse. We were fucking. The band was dead anyway,
just
guys.
Double tap. Fuck it.
Yeah, double tap. You never know.
Double tap that horse.
The horse's leg was broken. There ain't no fixing that shit. So you gotta, and I guess
just make a new horse
and then start a new horse.
Start a new horse.
Yeah.
That's the name of the podcast episode.
Start a new horse.
But yeah, that's a band name right there.
Yeah.
That was his plan. Like Louie knew exactly.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do it again.
No.
Like not be in that weird
void.
Gray area of the band ending and before you start something new.
Right.
Like I was in Garden of Thorns. When Garden of Thorns ended before I joined All That Bleeds.
Right.
So I just took the initiative, I guess. And when I came to get the stuff, I was like, hey, let's just start over. Something new. I got two guys in mind.
Couple of questions now that come to my head.
Okay.
Garden of Thorns, you didn't start it. They needed a bass player. You do it.
So, kind of. I was an original member.
Okay.
But the brains of the outfit was the singer, David, and then the guitar player, Joel.
Okay.
They were kind of the leaders of it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Every band has that guy. Right?
Yeah.
Every band has that guy. Garden of Thorns, you weren't the guy.
No.
Guitarist was the other guy. All That Bleeds, who was the guy?
Him.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
Him.
And you could tell.
That was my baby.
Because I would see that and you go, that's the guy. You can tell. You never had the opportunity of being that guy. Was that something
No.
that was always lingering in your mind?
No.
Never wanted
That was not my intention to be that guy. It was more selfish about me taking care of me.
Okay.
Not to sound like a dickhead.
No, but it makes sense.
It wasn't about being in charge of the band.
No, I don't mean...
It was about being in charge of myself.
I don't mean like the guys being in charge of the band. When I say that, I mean, to me, the guy's not, that guy runs everything.
Uh-huh.
To me, the guy is the one who had the idea initially, the one who brought it up, and that idea fruition into reality.
Okay, so like that, I guess.
Yeah, see, I understand, like, he's trying to be humble. And it's Louie, so there's going to be a rant right now. But anyway, when he, maybe it's fast forwarding just a little bit, but when All That Bleeds ended, he presents the idea. And like he just mentioned too, he kind of already knew the guys. One of them was a no-brainer, Zane, and I'm sure Louie will explain why. And then Kevin too, also a no-brainer, but I wouldn't have foreseen that. But I felt that as Louie developed, and we all did, but as I saw Louie developing in All That Bleeds, I knew he was destined to be the lead singer at some point. He was writing lyrics. I mean, and when he says he was writing like his backup parts, he wasn't writing like 2 lines. Louie was always writing songs, lyrics. So I wanted that for him. When I saw Louie stepping up and saying, "This is what I want to do," we've never actually said, "This is what I want to sound like" per se, but we always have an idea, a concept. Right. And Louie was already envisioning all that and sharing that. And so I saw him, and I still do. He's the guy for me.
That's what I'm saying. That vision.
Yes,
it starts with an idea. It starts with a vision.
That was you.
Then
it starts with a concept.
It was my seed.
There you go.
It's me, Austin. It was me all along.
It was my seed in that horse.
My seed.
In that new horse.
The new horse.
I implanted that seed in that horse.
I planted the seed.
Insemination. Yeah, I really I relished that. Aside from working with new people, the only music decision that we made was we would not sound like All That Bleeds.
Yeah,
that was the only thing that we said that was
didn't
definite.
Want to do that.
Of course,
not because it was bad, not because it was.
But there's no need to redo what you already did. And
exactly.
I get that.
Exactly.
When I started my new band Armados, my first thing was I'm not making a March of Doom 2.
Yeah. That's just what we wanted.
Yeah, then you know. Like
exactly. Like I said, I've been there.
Yep.
That's why I'm asking. Like, because here I'm gonna sound like a pompous prick. March of Doom, that was still my. I wrote most of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was still my.
You
thing,
say it. It's
you
true.
know, that was still my baby. But for some reason, I don't think I had 100% of it, and it was never in a real concept. It was just, fuck it, let's jam.
That's because you were the guy.
Yeah.
That was what I saw.
And
that's my version.
With this new band, I had a way more complex idea of what I wanted it to be. There was a concept. There was an idea. There was a belief in it.
Ooh.
It was something completely fucking different. It felt different. The time you're contemplating and you're realizing, you know what, maybe and All That Bleeds ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
During that time, were you already thinking of the next step? Did you already have in mind what you wanted to do, who you wanted to do it with, and an idea of what it was going to sound like?
Yes. Except for him. For Norman.
Okay.
Because I didn't know I didn't know where he was.
Right.
Because by luck, Kevin's band, then Section 6, had dissolved.
Right.
And Zane got kicked out of his band that he was in before Mondoshawan. So I knew they were available, but I didn't know where he was on the whole thing. So when I came to get my stuff, that was kind of also testing the waters of, hey, let me leave my shit here and let's keep doing this.
Okay.
But different.
You sneaky bastard.
Yeah. I'm super manipulative.
Shit, you're building horses. I'm sure you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a
Planting
horse
seeds and
builder.
fucking horses. I know you are. Were you already jamming with Zane? Did you jam with Kevin before?
No.
It was just you saw these guys, you knew these guys.
Yeah.
And you go, those pieces would fit.
Yeah, I first met Kevin at Andrus.
Okay.
Garden of Thorns played like some like summer festival or spring festival, some shit. And they had a bunch of bands playing in the gym. And that fool was like young. Like he was still in high school. And he was there with his fucking corpse paint like a dork. He was still in high school. His fucking dad, dude. And then Zane, he played in a band when he was younger, and the singer of that band was Mo's cousin, right? Mo's younger cousin.
Correct.
So they kind of like came over and hung out.
Okay.
And he, I don't know, he just kind of talked a little different. He talked about music and how to play music.
Okay.
You know, he seemed a little bit above his age.
Nerdy.
In that aspect. Yeah, nerdy about playing music.
Yeah. That's
So he was a cool fucking kid.
Yeah.
And he almost played
Zane
drums
yeah.
and all that bleeds for one show.
All right.
For the Cannibal Corpse show. Because Mo was running super late and we didn't think he was going to make it.
Yeah, Zane would go out on the road with us.
Yeah.
He graduated high school and his parents asked him what he wanted. And he told them that he wanted to go on tour with us for the week and a half that we were going to do. That's what he wanted for his graduation present. So they gave him money and gave him the time, and he spent it on the road with us. Yeah, he was our road dog. He was our drum tech / band slave.
Band slave.
You know?
He was our slave boy.
So
yeah.
He was a no-brainer, you know. And Louie's right. He would do sound check with us, even if Mo was there, so Mo could hear, you know, the mix from the front of house. And it got to that point where it was getting close to showtime, and Louie was telling Zane, "Get ready,
get ready,
get fucking ready."
And then he would go, and then I would go, "No, bitch, you better be fucking ready."
This ain't no joke.
We don't got a drummer and you play drums,
drill.
So be ready.
Yeah.
And then Mo showed up like last minute, saved the day.
Save the day.
Whew.
That was a good show.
Yeah, that was fun.
I had a lot of fun that show.
But yeah, Louie had the concept.
Yeah.
Did you, by any chance, have anything written?
Lyrically?
Lyrics, bass, whatever.
Yeah, I had a bunch of lyrics, like, ready, I guess.
Was it stuff for All That Blaze or just
No.
stuff you were doing
No,
already?
because I didn't want to step on Chafino's toes.
Mm-hmm.
He's the singer. I didn't want to, hey, Chafino, here's some lyrics I wrote. Sing them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that, for sure.
I didn't want to do that. But I would, like, you know, write shit just because. And so, yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I had, like, a couple, like, 5 or 6 songs, like, or lyrics for songs, like, kind of ready.
Already had an idea. Like,
yeah.
When you write lyrics, do you already have a rhythm for them?
No.
No, you just write lyrics.
No, I just write.
Interesting.
I just write it down. So everything we do, the music makes a shape, and then I shove the lyrics in that shape.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you guys, you write music first.
Sometimes.
And then if you have lyrics there, you're going to go, let's see if this square peg fits in this circle hole.
How it fits, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to change stuff around or take words out or add words or whatever.
Yeah, because I usually do the opposite. I would have a lyric already in mind, and I'm like, okay, I want to just say it like this. So I write music to go so I could say it like that.
Right.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't do that.
No, yeah, everyone has it differently.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I personally write best when I have an idea of what the song's going to be about. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the song's going to be about this, or we have to make it sound like that. You're making the soundtrack to the story behind it. Kind of thing.
We've been in situations where I wanted, like, the lyrics, a specific line or portion to have a little bit more
emphasis.
So we would, I would suggest, like, hey, let's play this part like this so that the lyrics can stand out a little bit more, you know?
For sure. Yeah, because I do that too, where I'm like, okay, I want this line to be isolated, or it's going to have to hit hard.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And I guess that's like the length of writing the music to the lyrics.
That you go for.
Yeah.
All right, so you're already thinking, okay, I'm going to... It's time to do me. It's time to do my thing.
Yeah.
I already have the pieces that I think are going to fit. Norm says yes. Everyone says yes.
Yeah.
You guys get together. How does that happen? Did you have something already written? Like, okay, this is a song, you guys jump in?
No, Kevin had our first song, or he had like the riff, riff one for a song that he had been working on for another project that he was trying out. And we just aped that fucking riff that he made and did it here instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
What song was that?
Ghosts No One Chases.
Oh, nice.
Ghosts.
Ghostesses. That's the one.
That's the riff.
That riff was fucking hard, man.
Yeah, we recorded that with Hector Mesa from Barbarian. At his studio spot.
It's another band too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Barbarian goes fucking
and another
hard.
And another great guy.
Yeah.
Really cool guy.
Another band that really believes in themselves, and they wave that hardcore flag like nobody else.
Oh yeah, that's another band just like Triumph that what you see is that's who they are. They're not presenting anything, any false pretenses. They go hard. Those dudes are.
That's what I always liked about Barbarian. It was like
legit.
They go hard because they are hard.
They are hard. Fucking hard.
Yep.
And they didn't pretend to be anything else.
Yeah.
They didn't want to try to sound like anything. It was just, it came organically. Like you knew that's what these guys are all about.
And then, nice guys. Who would have thought?
Right? Yeah. You would
cool
think like, God
dudes.
damn, these guys just probably
these
punch
boys are
everyone
scary.
in their
Fuck.
face.
Yeah.
That's probably how they say hi to each other.
If you're not in this band, go fuck yourself.
That's what they come up to. They don't shake hands, they
But they're
headbutt.
cool. Yeah.
Like, hey,
But
man,
they're
how you
cool
doing?
dudes. Great guys.
But
really cool.
Mondoshawan, where did that name come from?
So when we met first, we met at what's that bar? Bourbon and Brews.
Yes.
Okay.
On the east side, far east side.
Don't know, but sure.
There's a bar there called Bourbon and Brews. You know Cesar Soto?
Yeah.
He works there.
Ah, okay.
When he's not fucking touring the goddamn world
with fucking ministry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another great guy. Shout out Caesar.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him too.
And Matt
Yes.
Lynch. Matt Lynch works there too.
Yeah.
Or he's the fucking owner, right?
So try not to say it was your time. I wanted to give you your space, but I was like,
okay. So we met there night one, day 1, day 0,
Day 0.
and we just kind of talk like about the whole thing.
What was your pitch?
There was no pitch, because
Just everyone's fucking down.
Do you want to play in a band? I asked Zane, do you want to play in a band with Norman, myself, and Kevin? And then I asked Kevin, hey, you want to play in a band with Zane, myself, and Norman? And then,
well, if anything, I guess
they were both like, yeah. Sure.
I guess the timing of everything was perfect.
Again, yeah. Nobody had a band.
Nobody had a band.
None of us had a band. Yeah.
I think everyone's always consistently writing.
Yeah. You know. Staying active.
Because I know Kevin's he's always going to be doing something.
Yeah. He's probably playing guitar
right now. He's probably playing guitar right now.
He's either playing guitar or playing Doom.
Yeah.
Or playing with his dick.
Which all of them make you want to play guitar again.
Yeah.
Just wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your fucking hands.
Please.
For many reasons, but yeah, wash your goddamn hands, people.
Kevin, stop what you're doing.
Wash your hands.
Go wash your hands.
So we met at the bar, and we just kind of talked, like, about what we wanted to do. Not necessarily, like, the type of music, but just to see where everybody was at with doing this.
Okay.
And that night we started talking about like ideas for a name.
Mm-hmm.
And that night, the one that stuck out was Cult of Dante.
That sounds hard.
Yeah. And we scheduled like practice 1, which was going to be like a week later or whatever. And in between, the way I remember it, in between that meeting and practice 1, Zane tells me, "Hey, I'm not really feeling that name anymore. You think there's something else we could come up with?" You tell Kevin, because that was Kevin's idea, Zane. But that's not how that went.
No, it's exactly how that
went. So it was kind of back to the drawing board. So we continued writing like songs.
Okay.
But we were nameless.
You guys are playing together.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Writing songs.
Yeah, we're writing songs together now. But we don't have a name. And there's this board, this dry erase board. And we had it divided in 4 columns. And everybody wrote down like names that they liked. And we would like sit down and look at everybody's and, all right, I don't like that one. Or this sounds stupid. Or that'd be cool, but say it like this. Or whatever.
Okay.
And in the end, we ended up with the last one was Mondoshawan.
So everything was just crossed out in this.
Yeah, everything was erased, gone, and that was the last one.
Okay.
It's you seen The Fifth Element?
Yeah.
It's the big robot monsters.
Yeah.
Or not robot monsters, but the alien guys. And one day I was just watching it, and they said it like in the movie. They don't say Mondoshawan, they say Mondoshian. But it's a fucking fake name, guys. You can just you can say it however you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Say it however you want. And I thought that sounded cool. And it kind of, inside baseball, like if you saw this movie and you heard it, you kind of know what it is. It's a fucking big robot alien thing.
Yeah, because they're not even like a huge part of the movie.
No. Technically not. But, Mila Jovovich she's a Mondoshawan. Because they saved the arm, They rebuilt her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where it came up. And I hear it, I start looking it up, the concept of like big robot alien sounded cool. So without calling the band Big Robot Alien, call it Mondoshawan.
Yeah.
And then these suckers bought it.
Yeah, because at first when I saw you guys, like I said, I saw everyone was in the band. I'm like, oh, this is going to sound fucking perfect. Like, this should mesh really well. The name did throw me off to be at the beginning, if I'm going to be honest.
Good.
And I was like, I don't know about this fucking name. I don't even know how to fucking say it.
Yeah.
I barely know how to read. And the more you say it, the more you hear it, the more you like it, the more it rolls off the tongue, the more like, okay, I like it now. It grew on me.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah.
That's the plan.
That you son of a bitch.
That's the plan.
It worked.
Step 1, weird ass name. Step 2, question marks. Step 3, profit.
It's like, man, can I be part of your cult?
What's that?
Can I be part of your cult?
Yeah, sure. Go
There
ahead.
you go. Fuck yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you guys start writing music. Did it piece together exactly like you thought it was going to?
No.
Better or worse?
Better. A
Right.
lot better.
Isn't it fucking awesome when
It's
that
more.
happens?
It's way more musical than I thought it was gonna be.
That's exactly what this is.
When we did the first song we wrote was Ghosts,
Okay.
and it's it's heavy, it's aggressive sounding. I liken it to like, kind of Crowbar sounding.
Yeah. No.
where
Yeah.
it's it's real aggressive,
yeah.
but it's not fast. and
Especially
it's
when
not-
when you come in with the vocals, it's very crowbar-y.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
You know,
That guy. I love that guy.
dude.
He's
I wanna
the
be-
most depressed guy on the fucking earth, dude.
Dude, I want to be Kirk Windstein when I grow up, dude.
The fucking just most miserable fucking dude. Just
Like-
look at him.
You think so? I think he's
Yeah.
fucking dope. I love Kirk.
No, I agree with you. I love him too, but he just looks like he's got. He just looks like he's got pain in his eyes, like every time.
No, you can hear it when he plays.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's Crowbar.
that's crowbar.
That's fucking Crowbar. That's that guy.
That's the
that's
guy.
him.
That's the guy.
That's him.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's where I thought
Fucking love crowbar.
it was gonna go, but as we even in that like EP, you hear that, and then you hear Unknown Man, and it's real different.
Yeah.
At least to my ear, they sound real different. And I think Unknown Man is a little bit more indicative of where we are now as
Well,
opposed to Ghosts.
I was listening to it. And initially I had that thought
Mm-hmm.
because Ghost was the first one I heard, and I loved it because I'm a sucker for songs that go fucking hard. I hear the rest of the album. It's very musical.
Yeah.
Very musical. And then you guys release Shinto 1 and Shinto 2, which is even more fucking musical. Listen to all of it again. It still really goes well together.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
They're not
They're not abrasive to each other.
No, not at all.
But where Ghosts is really aggressive, Unknown doesn't have that much aggressive quality to
That's
it.
a fucking hard ass riff. What are you talking about,
Yeah,
man?
but okay, well, listen to the whole song.
You know what I mean? Like that aspect's still there.
Yeah,
You know?
maybe I guess we never really got away from that Crowbar sound,
Don't.
you know. But then shit like that,
Yeah.
and then
Even this next
the
part
next
is-
part,
yeah,
it's not even.
tempo change.
Yeah,
Yeah. Slight key.
yeah,
But it goes.
yeah.
Like that's what I like about this band is that you guys can tell everyone has different influences,
Mm-hmm.
but they mesh really well together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's some hard ass hitting riffs. Because again, you have that extended range, really low tune guitars where you expect that.
Yeah.
But then behind that, there'll be some very musical parts, whether it be some atmosphere from the guitar coming in, or some lead work coming from the bass, or the drums doing something that most drummers won't really do with a riff like that.
He's a real tasteful drummer.
He's very tasty.
Yeah,
Like I said, I shout out to all the drummers.
he's a
because-
snack.
Shout out to all the drummers because the drummers really change fucking
White chocolate.
everything.
That's Zane.
That's Zane, white chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could give that same riff to 5 different drummers, and that song's gonna sound different.
Yeah.
It might even change genres.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, the difference between death metal and thrash, it's the drums and the vocals. Guitar riffs are exactly the same, especially old death metal. You know, drummers really, really change fucking everything. They'll lead you to a direction that you weren't expected to go, or they'll lead you to a direction where you don't want to go.
Well, yeah, or that, yeah.
You know. So, but you can tell the evolution of the band, but it's not straying from what it was.
Right.
Because like I said, at first when I heard that release, and then I heard Shinto 1 and Shinto 2, where I'm like, oh, okay, this is different. At first, it's different. But then when you hear it all together, you can put it in a shuffle, the next song is going to go well together. It's not going to be coming from a completely different direction.
Too far.
It's not too far.
Too far left field.
It's not too far left, too far right. It's still right there. It's adding some stuff. Maybe some stuff's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But it's not. You're still on the same road. You're not derailing. You're still on the train. You may be in a different cart, but you're still on the fucking train.
A new horse.
It's a new horse.
Aha.
That's my horse. You guys are constantly evolving. The last time we spoke, Norm, things are coming back together. Looking forward to a new full-length album to see how that goes. Did you guys play a lot of shows live, Mondo?
I guess in the amount of time that we've been together, initially we did, yeah. We actually went out 9 days, 10 days?
Something like that?
Tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually hit the road.
It was
straight
a
off the bat.
February.
Yeah.
It was like a year after we started. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly a year. You're right. So yes and no. This band, for whatever reason, again, we get lumped into this weird genre where we do a lot of doom shows.
Like we play with a lot of stoner bands.
We're thankful for that.
Interesting.
We got to open for Conan.
Yeah.
No shit.
Dude, at fucking Neon Rose.
Holy
that was
shit.
fucking bad. Horse Burner. That was another one. That was our last show.
Yes.
Horse Burner. It was November of 2019.
We've done we were just talking about, I asked you earlier about them.
Who?
The girl singer, bassist.
Oh, Royal Thunder.
Royal Thunder. You know,
Thunder.
we just get lumped into this weird oh man.
Yeah, Conan's fucking hard, dude. That's fucking interesting.
Yeah. It's weird. It's very weird. You know.
I can hear that. You guys aren't doomed.
No, of course not. No. I would never. And
but I could see why it would fit.
It just does. And we were lucky enough to get
Caustic Casanova.
Oh,
that was a fucking bad band.
Yeah.
Eagle Claw, we played with. That was that show that I talked shit about Chuck DeBroder.
I recall that.
It was 420. And
Chuck DeBroder.
We got a show at Neon.
Okay.
And it was us. There was another local band. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember who you were. And then it was Eagle Claw and Horse Burner. No, not Horse Burner. It was Eagle Claw and somebody else.
Yeah, I know. I can't.
I remember Eagle Claw. I don't remember the name of the other band.
Right.
Anyways, the weather report said that it was going to be a beautiful day with a very calm night.
Fuck you, Chuck.
And it was so goddamn windy.
The sky was brown. One of those El Paso
it was fucking brown.
Tatooine?
Dude, you know how it gets here. It was fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
So we were play our first song. Hey, thanks, guys. Got a couple more for you. We're Mondoshawan. Thank you all for coming out today on 420. Woo! Even though the weather's real shitty. Man, fucking Chuck DeBroder's full of shit. And you could hear the from the crowd.
Man, fuck you. You don't know Chuck.
So
why the fuck you defending him?
So
we do our set.
In the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, this song is called Ghosts. Was he fucking here? What?
Yeah, that's my thing.
We play our set, We go outside. Norman's wife walks up, and she goes, "Oh yeah, you guys are real good. Oh, hey, did you talk shit about Chuck the Broder because he's here?" It's like, "Oh my god, Chuck the Broder's fucking here."
Was he there?
He was fucking there.
He
dude.
was there.
He was there.
Apparently, he frequents.
That's
I did not know.
Magical.
I did not know.
Oh, dude, that's so fucking awesome.
And a buddy of ours was at that show.
That
and
means
he tells me, "Dude, that was fucking sick."
That was Thomas.
Was it Thomas?
That was Thomas from Barbarian.
Dude, that's fucking sick. You fuck Chuck the Broder, dude. I fucking love that. You talk shit about Chuck the Broder. His stupid ass was fucking here, dude.
You fucked Chuck the Broder right in his ass.
And I'm like, huh, yeah, fucking Chuck the Broder, dude. So the rest of the night,
that is so awesome.
the rest of the night, we're hanging out, and that fucking dude, Chuck the Broder, would walk by us, and he would give us a little
up and down
and-
stare.
and he would walk in or walk out or
What the
whatever.
fuck is he gonna do?
What the fuck you gonna do, bro? I'm gonna fucking knock that rat's nest off
what-
your fucking dome, boy.
What the fuck you gonna do, Chuck?
I'm gonna fuck you up, Chuck.
You're gonna tell me the fucking weekend's forecast?
Why don't you get another drink there, Chucky? But yeah, that was the time I talked shit about Chuck the Broder, and he was there at the crowd.
Dude, that means everyone knew he was there.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone else.
But you,
Everyone but you saw Chuck the Broder. So when you said, fuck Chuck the Broder, I was like, oh my God, this guy's got some fucking balls. The balls on this guy.
But yeah, we play with a lot of doom bands, a lot of stoner bands, psychedelic, rock and roll.
Ain't nothing like a Doom band on 420.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Doom.
That was
Doom,
a good night.
Doom's a
Me too, dude.
Doom's a genre that doesn't get much love.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's slow.
Yeah,
It's not technical,
no,
but I love it.
same. Yeah, that's my shit, dude.
I love Doom, dude.
If Norman wasn't in this band, it would probably turn into like a doom band, like a sludge.
I've been wanting to do a Doom band.
like some primitive man.
Oh, dude,
style,
Primitive Man is...
You know,
I fucking love Primitive
like
Man so
doom
much.
but fast.
Primitive Man is... When I heard this band, I was telling my girl this the other time, and me and
Just some music you can drag your knuckles to.
dude, it's straight up is just you forget how to walk on two
Just turn
legs.
into a fucking caveman.
Like, I just want to start fires,
Yeah.
ride on walls,
Discover the wheel.
hunt,
Yeah.
eat,
Loincloth.
Build horses.
Build horses.
kill horses.
Kill them. Build them.
Repeat.
Fucking primitive man, dude. So good.
I was talking to my girl about this last time. And I was talking to Bunny about this. Where lately, what I've been doing is you step away from yourself, because there's plenty of shit that I don't like, music wise or movie wise, where I'm like, why the fuck do people like this shit, right? But then when you step out of yourself and you listen to the stuff you like to listen to, like I love Doom, I love fucking gloomy shit, Primitive Man is my shit. I love black metal. The shit that sounds like it was recorded through a potato. That's my shit. I fucking love it. Those noisy ass bands, love it, dude. Like, and if I step away from myself and I listen to it with a different set of ears, you go, why the fuck would anyone listen to this? Yeah. It's absolutely absurd. And the first time I heard Primitive Man was this fucking song, fucking Victim. It's fucking so fucking... Let me fucking sharpen my knuckles here real quick. When vocals come in, it's just the most primitive shit you've ever heard in your fucking life.
Great band.
It literally sounds like he's swallowing the microphone. He's choking on it. It's
beautiful.
It's beautiful, dude.
What a great band.
I fucking love it so much, but that's one of the first bands where I'm listening to it and my girl is walking in from work and I stop it. Like, it's like when you're young and you first discover heavy music.
When you're watching Spawn and then your mom walks in.
walks in. That exact same feeling was when the same time I discovered like Deicide, you know,
Yeah.
where you go, fuck, if my mom catches me listening to this, I'm in deep shit. You're not supposed to be listening to it, you know. Primitive Man gave me that again as a grown ass man
That's a grown
in my own home,
right.
where I had to stop it because I was too scared of being judged for listening to just a man choking on a microphone.
Yeah.
While they're dragging their knuckles on guitar strings. That's what's so beautiful about that kind of fucking music.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
You know? Where
Great band.
it brings you back to being that kid
So
like,
good.
oh, I shouldn't be listening to this.
Yeah.
But that's interesting that you guys mentioned you guys play with a lot of doom bands. And I could hear why you guys would mesh so well with that.
Yeah. Again, like doom, these like rock and roll, psychedelic bands, stuff that's a little bit more up tempo but still aggressive. That's kind of the bands that we would always like play with here in
For
El
some
Paso.
reason.
Yeah.
We got to play with a band called Yatra.
Okay.
They're doomy as fuck too. That was the first time I think we ever played with a doom sounding band. And I loved it because, again, I'm a big fan of fucking doom. But I understand why it would kind of go. It's fucking slow. Of course it's slow. It's fucking doom. There you go. They got that kind of, yeah,
There you go.
fucking fuzzy as shit. Just
Yeah.
doom.
Hairy.
Hairy. There we go.
Fucking
Oh, that's
hairy
perfect.
tone, dude.
That's a hairy
That's
tone.
a hairy guitar.
Hell yeah. I get that. I understand why they would go. Because I was thinking that. Well, I'm like, what would you guys pair well with? And I had a hard time finding it.
Yeah.
And Doom would have never crossed my mind until you guys said it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's a good point. I
Yeah.
think you hit it on the head. I mean, if you had your way 100%, it would probably be a doom band.
Yeah.
Kevin's tastes run more. I know he's really big into industrial.
Yeah.
That genre. Zane had his way. We would be sounding like the Police, Zappa. You know, another big influence. So we're all kind of pulling it, in a direction which probably gives us what I think is a unique sound.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like everyone, I said, they all have different influences. Everyone's playing what they know how to do.
Yeah.
And it's stuff, like, again, if you were to tell me, if you would put a doom band, an industrial band, a rock and roll kind of progressive band, and a progressive band together, it's going to make sense. I'll be like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it does,
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of like more modern, progressive, heavier kind of Mastodon.
Cool.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's
Yeah.
Because
I fucking love Mastodon.
yeah, they're great. Another underrated band in my opinion.
Yeah. They're bad.
And they're ones that are constantly evolving too.
Always.
Always.
Every time.
Because I remember the first time I heard Mastodon, fuck, what song was it? It was almost thrashy as shit. And I still like to play that riff from time to time just because it's a fun riff to just play. Blood and Thunder? Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Blood and
Blood
Thunder.
and Thunder.
Love playing this riff all the time.
I think this was like the first song I heard of theirs also.
Yeah, that was mine.
It's got that odd meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're starting the band, you know the direction. You wanted to do vocals?
Yeah.
That's one thing you knew you wanted to do.
Yeah. I wanted to do it.
And you're like, I'm going to do the vocals this
Yeah.
time. When did the clean vocals come into play? Was that something that you wanted to do already?
Yeah.
Okay. Something you dabbled with already, kind of?
No, not realistically. You know, you sing in your car, right?
Right.
That was the most I had ever done it. Aside from like playing Photograph in front of The town of Fabens.
I was trying to forgive you for that, but you
sorry,
brought it
dude.
back up again, dude.
So, it was something I wanted to implement because I'd never been in a band that had
Right.
like clean vocals. Like the singer from Garden of Thorns, he could sing his ass off. Still today, he could sing his ass off. We had like one song that had clean vocals, and I always thought it was something that metal music never did or does a lot.
Yeah.
Without getting like, super tech progressive band.
Well, I think it's changed because when you think of, old school metal, it's all clean, right? You get
Yeah,
power
yeah.
vocals, but then when it starts getting to heavy shit, once it started having clean vocals, like when you go into metalcore, it's a hard ass fucking riff,
Yeah.
hard ass everything, and when the cleans come in, they're just playing nice little chords.
Right.
It doesn't stay hard.
Yeah.
And even the clean vocals are not hard. They're pretty.
Yeah.
Almost. And I think that's where, and I love metalcore, big fan of it too, but I think it left a lot of people that are into the extreme music a sour taste in their mouth when it came to clean vocals, where like, and people's ideas like, oh, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
But recently, I think Opeth was the first one to me when I heard it, really did it really well.
Really good. Yeah.
Because he's singing to a death metal riff.
Yeah.
And he's playing the guitar while he's doing it,
Yeah.
which is absolutely
also.
fucking insane.
Yeah, playing it well.
And like Blackwater Park, again, it's a classic fucking album that has influenced many fucking bands.
Yeah.
I think they're one of the first ones to do it, and they showed like, hey, you can do clean vocals.
It's possible.
It's gonna be heavy as balls still. And now we have those kind of bands. Now we have bands like Black Crown Initiate.
Yeah.
Where it's heavy as shit.
Man,
They're fucking bad.
yeah,
love
that was
Black Crown,
another All That Bleach show that we had no business
No
being on.
business.
But I think it also, it's been a progression for Louie. I know initially, you have the nerves. He was a little apprehensive.
Yeah.
Because
Little gun show.
now he's not stage right or stage left. Like
He's
he's
center.
front and center.
Yeah.
And if you're anything like me, you want to be known as a guitar player. But here he is singing, and he has not diminished his bass parts at all.
That's the thing that
So he's trying to sing,
hard.
and he's doing this, a little bit of this and whatnot. And there were those shows. And I think one of the things that I was most proud of, even up to now with what's happening recent, but back then he would ask, how did I do? And a couple times I would hear somebody respond, or I myself responded, yeah, you were good. And he was like, no, how was I?
How was I?
And then we would tell him, well, maybe you're a little pitchy here, et cetera, et cetera. And he got better. Once I heard him, the confidence building, that's when I can tell he was starting to develop like that higher pitch register, scream, shriek. The low, look at the guy. He's full of low.
He's full of low. He's all low.
And then as the writing progressed, that's when we started to. We have a lot of clean passages in our songs, and it's not just a breakdown clean part or whatnot.
No, that's the thing. Like
we expand on them, because sometimes we're like, the whole song should be like this. But of course, we want to keep our roots and whatnot. So, little skipping ahead. So when we were doing scratch tracks, any instrument player, drums, guitar, bass, whatever, you hear your performance and you want to do it again. Right. You want to scrutinize it. Even if it's a scratch track, if you're like us, I can do it better. It's just a scratch track. No, I still want to do it again. We actually did that with vocals.
Okay.
We sat and listened to the vocal, and we did them section by section, not just for performance, but to say that should be sung maybe in a higher register.
Yeah, do it like this.
Maybe in a lower register, try this. And that's when Louie was talking about sometimes the lyric got changed.
Yeah.
So it would flow. Sometimes the phrasing was different or the melody was different, but we literally tore vocals apart just like you would a guitar part.
That's awesome.
And again, that's when I was like super proud, because there was times when, we can say it, where, we would struggle, just like we would with a guitar part. That's not clean.
Suck.
No, yeah, I get that. I've been there.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think it's cool, because you were playing bass rhythm while doing backup vocals. I was playing rhythm guitar while doing backup vocals. Yeah. I had the same idea of like, I want to do it. It's hard as shit.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And I struggle with because you go, fuck, I can't dumb down the guitar.
No.
Because like you said, you want to be known as a guitar player.
Right.
So I have to be able to still fucking have the chops to play the guitar parts. I can't dumb down the vocal parts because I'm still trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
So you have to just find a fucking way to do it.
Just do it.
Like I said, and I'm always, every time I get to the point where I'm like, fuck, I can't do this, I'm like, Opeth did it.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
guys from Black Crown Initiate do it. Fucking Dying Fetus does it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck am I complaining for? Pick it up.
Fucking
go for it.
Townsend.
Devin Townsend does it. My childhood heroes, fucking Tom Araya does it.
Yeah.
James Hetfield does it.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Mustaine does it. Fuck it. Okay, I gotta do it too.
Les Claypool.
Les Claypool does it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
Peter Steele.
Peter Steele, yeah.
He did it.
Like, all those guys are the ones I'm like, fuck, okay, if they did it, I have to do it. There's no way I can't. So that's what's interesting about it. And it's cool to have that kind of feedback, especially when you're starting to do vocals, because hey, you haven't really done it before.
Nope.
And you're trying to find your voice. You're trying to see what range you do. And it's impressive, man. Your vocals are very impressive.
Oh, thanks.
Like, the range you have is incredible. Like, I was listening to Shinto too. I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you even doing that? How can you sing that high?
Which part?
Hold on. All that.
Many takes. I mean, one. I guess it sounded good.
Yeah. Even the fact that you wrote the part in that manner, with that structure, I was proud.
It sounded good,
It sounds amazing.
Like
in
really my head, it was like, that's where it needs to be.
Well, that's what me and Bunny were talking about. He said it perfectly, where he says, you manifest the unrealistic into reality. You have it in your head.
Yeah.
It's there. It's not a real thing. It's just in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn it into fruition, into a real fucking
Very
thing.
True. Funny sidebar. We wrote that song. We forgot it.
Yep.
We started tracking it, so we relearned it.
Yep.
We actually performed it here. We've never played it live. And it's Shinto 1 and 2.
Oh,
because it's
Yeah, no, we've never done it together.
When we were rehearsing it, we started to, I guess, divide the parts.
Okay.
So there was parts that Kevin was singing, either backup. Zane, we had backups. Of course, Louie was singing on it. When that version, when we were doing it as a live band, that was amazing, because there was many voices on there.
Well, see, that's impressive.
And we've never...
And nobody's ever heard it ever.
No, that's what I was thinking when I was listening to it on the way over here. Was like, obviously it's because I haven't played it live. I want to hear it live. I want to see it live.
Yeah. We talk about that too.
Because one thing is playing all this stuff here and recording it, because you do it in parts. It's another fucking thing to do it live.
Yeah.
The whole shebang.
The whole thing.
Yep.
While you're playing it, while you're singing it,
Yeah.
while everyone else is playing their parts. That's what's impressive.
Yeah.
that was one of those songs too where you like. I guess Louie was kind of joking about, but like I had no business playing on that song on Shinto One because it's not what I'm familiar with, which is also what I love about the band. It actually forces me, and I think it's true of everybody, to take a different.
It pushes you.
Yeah,
that's important.
How can I contribute to this sick riff? And I always have that tendency to want to try to make it progressive. Right. You know, that's where I come from. That's what I really enjoy. And once we threw everything in the pot and mixed it up and heard it, it was like, wow, that's a pretty special tune.
Yeah.
It was not at all how it started off, from top to bottom, beginning to end. That song started off way different, and it just evolved. And we critiqued ourselves, and we gave input to each other, and the end product was like.
No, it sounds incredible, man. And like I said, it sounds like a melting pot. It sounds like a melting pot, but at the end of the day, it's a good fucking meal. Like you just want to eat it up, and then you want seconds.
I think Hector had requested a song for something he was doing, like a podcast or something.
Yeah, he has a radio station or like a streaming.
Oh yeah,
something. Yeah,
and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the one. That
Sorry, the name escapes me, but yes.
Kevin sent him a song.
I think it was that one.
I think so.
Yeah,
and I think he texts back. Is that Mondoshawan?
Thanks.
Is that you guys?
Never mind.
Yeah, right. But it kind of took him aback too. So
yeah,
we were like,
forget I said anything.
You know what? Forget it.
I'll
If you're not gonna be serious, just forget it. But no, yeah, he hit something back with something like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is this you guys? So that was kind of nice,
yeah.
Especially from him. You know.
No, he's a genius, man. It's crazy how his mind works. He's another one where I don't understand how his mind works. I really don't. It's quite incredible.
Very cool.
Shinto, where did that thing come from? What the hell does that even mean?
It's the songs are about. You ready?
Yes.
It's about Godzilla.
There you go.
And it's about, this person seeing Godzilla and what Godzilla does, destroying everything, and accepting Godzilla as basically like Jesus.
As a god, yeah.
I accept
as
Godzilla
God.
as my Lord and Savior.
Yeah. And the word Shinto, it's like a loose translation of, if I remember correctly, it's a loose translation of like God of Destruction.
Oh, that's fucking
or
hard.
Destruction God, something like that.
Hell yeah.
So what is Godzilla? He destroys. And he's this giant fucking titan thing that is basically a god and can kind of do whatever it wants. If it wanted to smush you,
it will.
You're not going to stop it. Yeah.
That it's its will.
Yeah. So I'd always wanted to write about Godzilla, but I didn't just want to like burninator the whole thing.
You don't want to go Godzilla?
Yeah. So I had the idea of like doing it like that through the eyes of like some.
That's fucking awesome.
Zealot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. So everyone go check out Shinto 1 and Shinto 2. Can't wait for the new fucking albums coming out. Because if it keeps on progressing like the way you guys, it's going to be incredible.
I'm super excited for it. I really want people to hear it whenever we are able to get it out there.
Yeah, because I think you guys are a band that flies over people's heads just because it's its own kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The scene goes in phases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's happened where there's a hardcore phase, there's a slam phase, there's a thrash phase. I don't know what phase it's in now.
Yeah.
Since it's been stagnant for a while.
Yeah.
It's been in an indie phase, which was weird too. You guys aren't fitting in his phase. You guys are making your own phase. It's gonna fly over people's heads.
Yeah. Indeed.
But once they really stop and listen to it, they're gonna appreciate it. And they're gonna hear again that professionalism, that dedicated hard work that you hear in those tracks. It sounds impressive. It sounds professional. The musicianship's there. You guys are playing your parts fucking perfect. It doesn't sound like an EP. It doesn't sound like a fucking demo. It sounds like legit fucking tracks. So keep that shit up, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you for your fucking time.
Hey, thanks.
you, brother.
Thanks a lot.
All right, guys. Thank
Appreciate
you.
what you do.
If you made it this far, thanks so much for listening to this episode of the All Right Take 5 podcast. A big thank you to both Louie and Norm for coming on again to the podcast and helping me record another great episode. Make sure you give them some love on all their social medias, and make sure you go follow and listen to their band Mondoshawan. I'm a fan, and I'm sure you guys will become one too. These guys are immensely talented and are putting out some fantastic stuff. Please make sure to like, comment, follow, share, and review this podcast if you enjoy it. Your support is greatly appreciated. And please, go listen to my bands, Armados and Convict. So I'll leave you with another banger from Mondoshawan. This song is called Unknown Man. Turn it up. This one goes hard. And make sure to shoot all those dead horses and start new ones. And we'll catch you next time on the next episode of the All Right Take 5 podcast.